Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the DCUO 2020 Valentine's event. Now I've got 3 runs set up where I've run the event today, facing the Star Sapphires once and facing Mr. Freeze twice. Now when it comes to Mr. Freeze, there's 2 schools of thought. You can face him on the floor just like you do the Sapphires. And over the years what's happened is a lot of us have started going to the stairs to fight, because it is easier on the stairs and you don't have to mess with the generators. The problem is when you go to the stairs, a lot of people especially newer players, don't realize that's what's happening, and they stay down on the ground level, and that causes a real problem most of the time. As you're going to see in one of these videos, we have several deaths before we get to the top of the stairs, but once the 3 of us are at the top of the stairs, we take out Mr. Freeze while the other guy stays in the back the entire time. Not saying you have to fight him on the stairs, but if everyone goes to the stairs, it's usually the safest place to fight Mr. Freeze. But as you'll see in one of these videos as well, a good group can take him out on the floor without much problem, especially a really strong group like the one you're going to see here. But let's go ahead and get into this. We have what's considered an ideal group. We have a controller, a tank, a healer, and me doing DPS with electricity. And this is not a long fight. It's about 2 minutes and 12 seconds from the time the start to finish. And then you'll also see that all of these fights are under 2.5 minutes. Actually, I believe this one's like 2:05. But when it comes to Carol Ferris and the Star Sapphires, her ads are not particularly dangerous. I mean, you may end up in a rare situation where you've got her plus the 2 ads beating on you, and you might want to roll away. But for the most part, her ads just don't do a lot of damage. Like I said, I've never seen anyone die in the Carol Ferris event, unlike Mr. Freeze. So even with only 1 DPS, she's going down very quickly. And now, in fairness, the tank did do almost as much damage as I did. Certain tanks can do a lot of damage nowadays, which is awesome. And controllers do more damage than they used to, which is awesome as well. But everyone's doing their job here. If you watch the power bars and stuff, you can see the controller's using his power. He's keeping everyone buffed up. You've got the healers getting everyone healed. I mean, this is a good group. Everyone's doing their job. And like I said, this is about as perfect as it gets for a non-all DPS group. Being Carol Ferris did not hurt. You'll notice right off the bat, when the fight starts, 3 of us go for the stairs. 1 guy doesn't. I assume he's new, and just doesn't know that that's what you need to do. And we were all new, so it's not a big deal. This is not meant to berate anybody. This is to give everybody the best chance of having the most fun during this event. So you'll notice we all head for the stairs pretty much immediately. I launch my backup and get my supply drop ready just because I know how this can go. This was actually my first run of the year. But we have 1 guy died before he got to the stairs. I'm already taking heavy damage at the stairs. 1 guy made it to the stairs, but we've got 1 guy staying in the back by the far generator, and I believe he stays far enough back that we actually lose our additional buffs that you get, because if you have 4 DPS in, the game will give you automatic healer and controller buffs as long as you stay close together. Now, I've died. He rezzed 1 person. Now I'm being rezzed, and about the time I'm up, the other player has to be rezzed. So there's been 3 deaths to get to the stairs because we have our 4th player not doing what he's supposed to. He's staying back there messing with the generators, and the generators do not matter if you get to the stairs. If you just go to the stairs and fight, you do not have to mess with those generators at all. And I think that's the big misconception on why this happens with Mr. Freeze, is because those generators show up as something that you can damage, where they don't do that with the Star Sapphire run. So I do think that causes some confusion. But if you come up here, as you're seeing, now that we're up here fighting, just the 3 of us, that player is still down there. If you look at my mini-map, he's on the far side of the room. He's almost by the other door. I'm not sure what he's actually doing. I think he's just beating on the generators. But we take out Freeze without his help. And this is quite common to everyone to come to the top of the stairs and just fight Freeze right here and be done with it. So I'm impressed. You really are. Here I'm around 288, 287 with a couple hundred skill points. And I'm by far the lowest person in the group. I get triple out damaged. I mean, they do 30,000 to my 10. And this is over in 1 minute and 12 seconds from start to finish. No, that's not just the fight time, that's talking and everything. So this is a great example of that you can take Freeze out on the floor if the group is good and strong. Yeah, let's see here. We have, come on, show it. Yeah, 1 minute and 12 seconds. That's great time. And yeah, 30,000, 25, 12, and me at 10. So that's your two schools of thought on Mr. Freeze. A strong group can take him out down on the floor. Everybody else pretty much needs to take him out up at the stairs. Now, they have made this event a little bit easier than last year, but not terribly. Freeze, as you just saw, can definitely kick the snot out of you. So something to consider every time you run this event. You know, and the way to tell who you're going to fight is if you talk to Carol Ferris, then you're going to fight Freeze, and if you talk to Freeze, you're going to fight Carol Ferris. So pretty easy there. Well, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope this was helpful for you, and hopefully makes the event more enjoyable and easier. If you do like the content, please like, subscribe, throw in a comment. We'd definitely love to hear suggestions, what you'd like to see, what you've experienced. Maybe you found something even better and another way to handle Mr. Freeze. But definitely feel free to comment. We'd love to hear from you guys. And we'll see you next time.